What does that mean?
I don't know. You like?
Close down. What's that?
You're live now, darling.
Wish up at that. Okay. How do I know who's here? Hi, welcome. Oh, there's 3 people. Welcome to my living room. I've swapped rooms. If you've been practicing with me, it's perfect. So as you know, I'm very new to this, but I feel excited. I feel excited for the change. Who have we got here? Let me see. Good to see you. How do I see you? I think you can't hear me. All right. There's quite a few of you, which is wonderful. Makes it really exciting just to have people tuning in from all over the world. Okay, I'm just going to turn my volume up. Good. All right. So if you've got some blocks, grab them. If you need a book, you can also use a pillow, whatever you need from your living room. And today we're going to focus on twists and backbends. So the twists and backbends, they go together. So we're really looking at neutralizing, lengthening, and strengthening the spine, and then really opening up the heart chakra and the chest. So, you know, I've had quite a few clients this morning, actually, just talking about they've got a lot of tension in the shoulder and the neck, and that comes from stress. And, you know, we're all going through a very stressful time at the moment. So a great way to release it is to tuck into those twists and backbends. Okay, so let's sit up nice and tall. I always like to open my classes with pranayama. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. And just bring the hands at heart center and just shift the prayer straight up to the third eye. Inhale to the third eye. Open the mouth, exhale. Good, one more breath, just like this. Inhale, deepest breath. Open mouth, exhale. Release your left hand down, right hand alongside the face, and taking your peace fingers, and you're going to bend them down. Thumb over the right nostril, ring finger over the left. This is called Nadi Shona, and it's alternate nostril breathing, and it balances the left and right side of the brain, and it works as another form of meditation as you focus your thoughts to the breath. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Let's do one more full cycle. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Bring hands together at the heart center, bowing chin to chest. If you'd like to bring an intention to this practice, and if you don't know what to ask for, I always begin with asking that my body is open and my mind is clear, and you can add anything to that. Inhale, open the eyes, lift the gaze. I forgot to mention that I will not be playing music for licensing reasons on YouTube, but I have a lot of music on Spotify. I posted that on Instagram today, so feel free to grab any of my playlists. You know, there's over 100 playlists there, so help yourself. Inhale, let's lift both arms up. Make sure you have a look at your shins and cross the legs at the shins. Lift up, look up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Bow the chin to the chest. Good. I like to come up onto cupcake fingers. Press down through the feet. Inhaling, lifting the back ribs up. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Just stay right here. Breathing into the back body. Activate the sides of the feet. And just a gentle lift of the belly in and up. Let's take the hands over, tiptoe the hands over to the right. And there's this gentle spinning of your left ribs to your right thigh. So inhale, lift. Exhale, tiptoe hands forward. And you can keep the hands right where they are, or you can cross the left hand on the right thigh, on the right hand, sorry. Good, just stay here, 3 cycles of breath. Keep pressing down through the left sit bone. Just notice how it wants to like go along for the ride, and you really anchor down through the sit bone. Inhale, tiptoe the hands back to center. Good, and now just walk the hands back towards the body. Change the cross of the legs. Vegas showgirl, maybe open the legs up and then cross the legs the other way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold and bow, bowing chin to chest. Few cycles of breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, tiptoe fingers forward. And just notice where the body might be holding any tension, any tightness in the shoulders and the neck. Activate down through the feet. Tiptoe both hands over to the left and then just pause. Find that there's a subtle twist. You're spinning your right ribs to the left thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Maybe you're going to stand your right hand on your left hand, anchoring down through the right sit bone. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Just notice how the jaw is. Make sure that the jaw's not clenching, tongue is soft, eyes are soft. Good. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale, tiptoe the hands back to center and walking the hands back towards the body. Let's come up onto the hands and knees. We're going to stretch out the wrists. So come up onto the fingertips and then spin the fingers back in towards the knees. Drop the head and lift and puff the back ribs up. That's it. And just circle around. Just notice any tension lifting up through the back of the shoulders. And then reverse it, unwind it. That's it. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Taking cat-cow with the fingers facing the knees. Belly drops. Inhale, heart lifts. Breathe in. Exhale, round and round. Good movement to breath. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. 3 more. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. Push the hands into the floor. Pressing down through all the knuckles. Last one here. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. Good. Just sit yourself back. Resting your sit bones onto your heels. And then inhale, float the right arm up. Spin the palm back. And then just reach and press the forearm into the back of the head. Just bow chin to chest. Good. Activate the. This is how the front body wants to poke out. Draw a zip. It's imagine putting on a zipper, a corset, and zipping the front ribs in and back. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. And swap sides. Inhale, left arm up. Spin the palm. Reach back, chin to chest. That's it. 3 cycles of breath here. Activate the feet. Squeeze the thighs together. And just notice any tension in the shoulders, the neck. We're just going to, over the course of the next 80 minutes, just help that dissolve. Just releasing stress, anxiety, woes and worries. Good. Inhale, lift up. Just circle the wrist. Shake out the hands. And we're going to lift up into downward facing. Good. Inhale, come forward into plank and just pause here. We're going to drop the knees to the floor. Just a little bit of strength work here. Drop the knees, Ardha Chaturanga, bend the elbows, and just hold. Good. Now we're going to lift the knees up. Inhale, press up. Maybe you're going to keep the knees down. Good. How's the breath? Exhale, lower. Lift the knees. Inhale, press. You're really using the legs a lot here. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, lift the knees, press up. Last one. Bend the elbows, lift the knees. Inhale, lift. And now lower all the way down to your belly. All the way down. Good. Sphinx pose. Inhale. Come up onto the elbows. And energetically, it feels like you're dragging the elbows back towards the hips. And let's just start with the mobility in the neck. Inhale, look to the right. And exhale back to center. Good. Use the breath. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale back to center. Good. Pause here. Put a bend into your right foot. I like to bring that left hand over on an angle. Good. Press the heel down to the buttock. Some of you are going to stay right here. Notice if you're sinking down, you're going to lift up. Need your back bend. Some of you are going to be able to lift that forearm up and off the floor. You're looking straight ahead. Inhale here, pressing the heel towards the buttock. And exhale, lower. Heel to buttock. I like to roll the fingers forward here. Now look straight back ahead. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are coming with me, lifting up on that forearm. There's a lot of work in the shoulders. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. And then we're going to start to activate the core. Last one here. Inhale. And release. Exhale, lower down. Good. You're going to keep Sphinx pose of the upper body. Point the toes. Walk your inner ankles together. And we're going to start to lift the hips and the thighs up and round the back like cat pose. Inhale, lift up. Good. Now you've got the option to lower the body all the way on the floor or hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, lift. Good. Tuck the toes under. Now we're in a forearm plank. Step the feet hips distance. Drop both heels over to the right so the feet are staggered. Now we're lowering that hip towards the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. How are you doing? Inhale, lower. So when the core is strong, it really helps transform your whole practice. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Other side. High tippy toes. Drop both heels. You've got my back now. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Try and keep the hip off the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Use the breath. Notice if it's starting to get a little heated and choppy. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, lift. High tippy toes. Clasp the hands together. Tiptoeing the feet up. Notice where your edges and your boundaries are. This is dolphin pose. Just stay right here. Drop the head. Nod the head, yes. Turn the head, no. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. This is really opening the shoulders, creating space in the neck. We're just going to tiptoe back into forearm plank and lower all the way down onto the belly. Good. Low cobra. Drag the hands back, squeeze your elbows and forehead to the floor. Energetically press down through the forefinger thumb. Point the toes, lift the knees, inhale, lift. So we're warming the upper back, your upper thoracic. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep squeezing the elbows together like you want them to touch. Good. Last cycle of breath here. Reach the hands back. Clasp the hands on the sacrum, forehead to the floor. Good. Point through the right toe so much that the foot lifts off the floor. Doesn't have to be very high, maybe an inch or 2. And then take the left foot to meet the right. Now press the pubis bone and the hips down. Lift the hands off the sacrum. And now inhale, lift up. 3 cycles of breath. There's a lot of work going on here. Spread the toes to try and take the gripping out of the buttock. And you're lengthening the head away from your feet, from your heels. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Maybe you're going to keep the knees on the floor. Press up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay right where you are. 3 cycles of breath, wherever you are. That's it. Just nod the head. Notice if you're gripping in the neck. Just really lovely and soft and heavy. Good. Inhale. Walk the hands back towards the feet. And stay right here. Good. Feet at hips distance. Bend the knees. Snuggle the ribs on the thighs. And take your hands back to the sacrum. You were here just a moment ago when you're in Salabhasana. Drop the head. Look up to the thighs. And now lift the arms up. Up and over. Good. And if you want to work a little harder, roll the inner thighs. Lift the knees. Lift the thighs. That's it. 3 cycles of breath. And imagine my hands were grabbing your hands and lifting the hands up, and notice how the shoulder heads will lift up from the floor. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Keep the hands together. Inhale, lift up halfway with a straight back, a bend in the knees, and then lift all the way up. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Hook the hands together, and now we're just going to tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale here. Inner ankles together. Exhale, drop the heels. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Hands at heart. Surya Namaskara A. Both arms up. Breathe in. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Remember, you can drop the knees here. Lower halfway down. Roll over the toes. Are you ready for up dog? Or you can stay with low cobra. Nice back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Keep your ears in line with your biceps. Pressing down through forefinger thumb. And the heels are drifting down. Inhale through the nose. And a big sigh out. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees and just tiptoe 1 foot in front of the other. All the way up. That's it. Feet to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take a twist here. Take the right hand to your left ankle. The outside, bend the right knee. Inhale, lift. So now press the crown of the head forward. Lift the back ribs up. Lift up, look up. Squeeze the buttocks together. Inhale here, lift up, look up towards the ceiling, a single point. And exhale, lower down. Other side. Put a bend in the left knee, left hand to the right ankle. Lift the back ribs and maybe steer the head back to an imaginary wall. Good. Look up towards the ceiling or the single point on the wall. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise. Maybe a back bend, cactus arms. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Forward fold and bow. Good. 2 rounds of Surya A on your own. And feel free to skip. Maybe you're only going to do 1. And meet me down, back and downward facing dog. That's it. Check your fingers. Spread the fingers. Press down through the 10 knuckles. Look at the feet. Make sure that your heels are hiding behind your big toes. So this helps bring in a natural external rotation to the thighs. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees. Step, walk, or jump to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus arms, back bend. Good. Last round. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend the knees, step or jump back. Shift the weight forward. Lower halfway down, roll over the toes. Up and back. Downwards facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. Stay right where you are. I'm just going to move this back a little bit so I can get in the whole frame because I can see that it's chopping my hands off. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. Here we go. Oh, we go. Okay. Let's move from here. Oh, the light doesn't seem as good. Let's move from here. Float the right leg straight back. Inhale. Right knee, right elbow, exhale, glide forward. Just hold it here, lift the knee up towards the shoulder. Inhale, three-legged dog, and then cross it over to the left and then lift up. Good, inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose round, pause and hold, lower the knee to the floor, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Last one, inhale, lower, lift up. There's a lot of core work there. Good, step the foot through. Taking a twist, keep the left hand down. Inhale, peel the arm up. Good, squeeze the buttocks together. Arm up or over. You could drop the back knee down here if that felt better in your body. Just rocking forwards and backwards. Really lengthening and strengthening the spine. Good, inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Drop the right hand on the inside or grab your block. Back heel down, inhale, lift. Arm up and over the ear. Good, 3 cycles of breath here. Some of you are going to keep the arm here. Some of you might want to take a half bind, roll the shoulder back. Inhale, lift. Now press the head back, draw the ribs in, sink into that front thigh. You're squeezing the right knee into the right elbow and that back of the upper arm. Good, inhale here. Exhale here. Good. Top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Drop the back knee. We're playing with a half split. Half meaning Ardha, Hanumanasana. Roll the hips back. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, turn the fingers forward. Flex that right foot. Bow the chin to the chest. Lift the back ribs up. Stay right where you are. Inhaling through the nose, squeeze the buttocks, and then lift those back ribs up, finding cat pose right here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, bend the knee. Good, we're going to come into a twist from a high lunge. Both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Good, lift up. One more cycle of breath. Squeeze the buttocks and the hips in. Hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep the back knee down just to start. If you're ready and you want to lift the back knee up, you can. And even if you want to split the arms here, feels pretty sticky right at the beginning of the class. But just notice where you're holding tension, any sensations in the body, where that takes your mind, what comes up, what do you think about, what do you tell yourself? Good, inhale here. And exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toe under, step back up into plank pose, step back. Good. We're going to drop both heels over to the right. Inhale, peel and lift the arm up. Again, press down. Maybe you're going to stack the feet together. Inhale, float the bottom leg up. Maybe arm up and over. 3 cycles of breath. A lot of core strength, but you're really strengthening the side body. Front and back body here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, top arm up. Feet together. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Up and back. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Inhaling through the nose. Lips closed. Exhaling through the nose. Good. Last round. The breath is so important. If we're not breathing Ujjayi breath, we're really not doing yoga. Float the the left leg straight back. Left knee, left elbow. Glide forward and hold. Lift the knee higher. Inhale, float the leg back. Now cross it over to the right. Inhale, lift. Good. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose round. Lower the knee to the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, last one. Exhale, lift up. And now step it all the way through, taking a twist. Right hand down. Remember, if you want to drop the back knee, you can. There's your twist. Good. Arm up and over, just rocking forwards and backwards. Sometimes you're going to get my back towards you. Squeeze the buttocks together, squeeze the hips together. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Hand on the inside, grab your block. Extended side angle pose. Good, right arm up. Some of you are going to take the arm up and over. Some of you are going to take a half bind, whatever feels good and available in your body. Inhale here. Now pick up the back heel, press it back. Press the crown of the head and then draw the ribs in. Think about side planking your sideways. That's it. 2 more cycles of breath. Firm your left buttock in. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Drop the back knee. Half splits, half Hanumanasana, Ardha Hanumanasana. Release the back toes. Roll the hips back. Flex your left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tiptoe the fingers forward. Bow chin to chest. Lift the back ribs up. Squeeze the buttocks together. Press the crown of the head towards your big toe. How's the breath? Soften the jaw. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Good. Last cycle of breath. Inhale, bend the front knee. We've got another twist coming up. Both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, twist. Good. We're going to keep the back knee down, but if you do want to lift the back knee up, you can tap the toe. And some of us are going to split the arm. So we're really pressing the elbow into the knee and the knee into the elbow so we can draw the chest or the heart through the gateway of the shoulders. Lift up, look up. And think about that lifted hand, lifting the ribs up. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale here. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Good. Step back into plank. Side plank, Vashisthasana. This time, feet are staggered, dropping over to the left. You've got my back. That's it. Inhale, peel the right arm up. Step the feet together. Some of you are floating that bottom leg up. Inhale, lift up. Arm up and over. Squeeze the muscles to the bone. Activate the back ribs. Reaching from that top foot all the way through to the fingers. Inhale, top arm up. Plank pose. Lower halfway down. Roll over the toes up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stay right here. 3 cycles of breath. How are you feeling? Just notice everything shifting and moving. I hope you've got some great tunes playing. I really do miss practicing with music. It really is kind of a big part of my practice. So it's really always learning, always challenging myself, trying new things. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees, jump your feet around the hands. Malasana yogi squat. Inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale here. That's it. Stay right where you are. And we're pressing the knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees. Notice any sensations in the hips. Good. And now we're going to stand all the way up. Inhale. And now lower down. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Fingers to the floor. Parallel the feet so the big toes walk together. Bend the knees, drop the hips, shift the weight into the heel, puff the back ribs up. We're moving into chair pose. Utkatasana. Keep shifting the weight into the heels. Now lift the ribs. That's it. There's cat pose right here in the upper back. Rotate the pinkies in towards each other. So there's this sweeping of the pinky fingers in. This opens up across the shoulder blades. Good. Exhale, stand all the way up. Maybe a back bend. Oh, it feels so good. Hands to heart. Good. Utkatasana chair. This is going to be a variation of Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, half lift. Step back into plank. Vinyasa. Meet me in down dog. That's it. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Knee to nose, round, glide forward. 3 of these. Again, more core work, strengthening always. Knee to nose, round, and step it through warrior 1. Back heel down. Squeeze that right buttock in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale here. Good, just sink in. I like to always hook the thumbs together. This really gives me a sensation of being able to lift up as I press my feet down in and squeeze the hips in. And now draw and lift the ribs up and in. Good. Clasp the hands behind the back. We be here in Salambasana. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. And then pause here. Drop the head. Humble warrior. Some of you might just have your ribs resting on the thigh. Others are dropping the crown of the head towards the floor. Activate. Squeeze the right hip in. Roll that left hip forward. Good. Feels like someone's got hold of your hands and they're lifting your hands up, which lifts your shoulder blades and lifts those back ribs up. Good. Release the hands to the floor. Warrior 3. Pivot and lift the back heel. Slide the hands forward. Float the back leg up. Warrior 3. Some of you are going to keep the hands down. Some of you are going to lift your hands up into towards the heart space. And if you're looking to really challenge yourself today, maybe you're going to float the arms forward. So you're this lovely long length of energy. Good. One more cycle of breath here. Exhale. Step the left foot all the way back. High lunge. Inhale, lift. Good. Squeeze your buttocks together. How are you doing? Inhale here. You know where we're going. We've got a twist. Hands to heart. Squeeze in. Hinge forward. Lift the back ribs up, twisting to the right. If you need to drop the back knee down, then honor that. There's no shame in that. Doesn't mean you're not as advanced. I actually think you're more advanced if you're listening to the body. Some of you are going to split the arms here. Activate the back heel, lifted higher. Press the crown of the head away from the heel, and now lift those back ribs up. So you're lifting the front ribs off the front thigh. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. Hands to the floor. Exhale. Float the right leg straight back. Three-legged dog. Glide forward. Three-legged plank. Good. Ardha Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Are you ready for the left side? Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Glide forward. I like to take the shoulders beyond the wrist. Exhale. Maybe you can touch the knee to the nose. Good. It's easier said than done. Step it through. Back heel down. Squeeze the left buttock in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Activate the back leg. Again, I like to hook the thumbs to lift up. Sink into the front thigh. Inhaling through the nose, soften the jaw, the eyes. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. There's this nice little back bend. Roll the shoulders. Drag the hands inside the right thigh. Lift up. Exhale, humble warrior. I often need to walk my right foot over to the right just to create space. And then once I find the pose, I squeeze the left hip in, roll the right hip forward, dropping the crown of the head towards the floor. And again, imagine I'm holding onto your hands, lifting your hands towards the ceiling, which helps lift your back ribs up as your crown of your head surrenders down towards the inside of your left foot. Drop the hands to the floor. Warrior 3, lift the back heel, slide the hands forward, float and lift the back leg up. Good. Inhale here. Some of you are going to lift up. Hands at heart. Some of you are going to float the hands forward. Wherever you are, 3 cycles of breath. Squeeze the buttocks together. Toes are pointing down with the back foot. And then shift the weight into the back heel. One more cycle of breath. Step the right foot all the way back. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, hinge forward. Here's that twist. Twisting to the left. Remember, you can drop the back knee down. Some of you are going to split the arms. 3 cycles of breath. Lift that back heel. Start to steer the head back. Imagine your right hip was touching the wall and you wanted to bring the head back to the wall. And those ribs. Good. Lift the bottom. Ribs up and away from the thigh. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. Both hands to the floor. Exhale. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Glide forward. Three-legged plank. Ardha Chaturanga. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. How are you feeling? Just notice the thoughts that come and go. Make sure any dialogue with yourself is positive, so you're coming towards yourself and your body with a place of love. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees, step, walk, or hop to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale here. And then exhale, stand all the way up. Maybe a back bend. Hands to heart. Classic Surya Namaskara. Let's go. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step back, plank. Shift the weight forward. Lower halfway down, roll over the toes. Lift up and back. Right foot steps forward. Try not to lift the leg. We get into a little bit of a habit of that. Inhale, lift both arms up. One breath to the top. Exhale, hands to the floor. Vinyasa or skip, you choose. Remember, you don't have to take all the vinyasas. Left foot forward. Back heel down, both arms up. Exhale, pulls the hands to the floor. Same exhaling, Ardha Chaturanga. Up and back. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Just stay right there. I'm just going to move my light. It does look a little dark. I hope it's not. I really want this to be a good experience, but I am learning on the fly. I have to say this is all very new. Because I'm doing it from home, I'm my own lighting person, sound person, and so forth. Good. Inhale, come high, tippy toes. Bend the knees, step, walk, or jump to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Bend the knees, drop the hips. And now exhale, stand up. Back bend is an option. Hands to heart. One more round. Utkatasana chair. Looks a little lighter. Forward fold and bow. You should feel a lot of heat in the body now. I hope so. Roll, shift the weight forward. Roll over the toes. Up and back. Right foot forward, back heel down. Squeeze the right hip in. If I'm going faster than you, just go at your own pace. We'll all meet in down dog. Step back. Maybe I'm going slower than you. Roll over the toes. Up and back. Left foot forward. What I'm loving most about all these lovely online classes is that I get to practice with my friends from New Zealand. I lived in London. And then the people who come to my classes in LA. So it's just been such a wonderful experience. And I hope that you're trying lots of new teachers out that you don't normally get exposure to. There's such a real wonderful variety. We're very spoiled. Last cycle of breath here. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees. Step, walk, or float the feet up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take our first Bakasana. I like to keep the toes together. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Some of you are going to bring your knees around the upper arm. Over time, really want to start working the knees into the armpits. Spread the fingers. Shift the weight forward. Lift the sit bones all the way up. And then soften the neck by looking at the thumbs, but press the crown of the head forward. You're going to lift one heel to the buttock. Maybe only one foot's lifting. Really no judgment. This is a pose that over time, if you practice it a lot, comes pretty quickly. Some of you are going to shoot back vinyasas. Others are going to step into down dog. So meet me there. Inhale, roll over the toes. Exhale, up and back. And we're ready for some balancing poses. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Right knee, right elbow, glide forward. Good. Pause and hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Cross the right knee to the left elbow. Hold it here. Fallen star. Just extend that foot out. Drop the back heel down. Peel the left arm up. Some of you might be able to Lift the foot. Some of you might even be able to grab it. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. And I'd love it if you could feed back to me if you think the setting is good, the lighting needs improving, quality of my voice, whatever it takes. I'm very open to suggestions. Top arm up. Bring the hand down. Now bring that right knee into the chest and step it through. Warrior 2. Back heel down. Windmill the left arm back. Inhale, lift. And now sink. Sink into that front thigh. This is a delicious hip opener. Have a look at your front knee and notice if it's rolling into the left. You want to steer the knee out to the right. So you're using the inner thigh to the outer thigh. Sink lower, activate the back hand, flip the palms. You can either drop the hand to the thigh or wrap the back hand around to the opposite hip. Arm lift straight up, inhale. Now sink low into the front thigh. Keep the fingers lifting, inhale. Exhale, sink further, activate the back leg. Reverse triangle. Keep the same shape, just straighten the front leg, inhale. Arms open wide, exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward, hand on the shin, T-shape. I like to walk my back foot up just one step, arm up and over. Good, 3 cycles of breath. You can stay here. So we've got options. Float the bottom arm up. Some of you might want to take a half bind and stay right here. So whatever feels good in your practice, put a bend in that front knee. Notice if you're hyperextending into the front knee, your right knee, so put a little bend and then lift the knee and the thigh up. Drop the bottom hand down if it was lifted, top arm up. Exhale here, bring the top hand to the top hip. Ardha Chandrasana, rebend the front knee. If you're fortunate enough to have a block at home, grab your block, your book, whatever you've got. Inhale, lift. Pause right here. Rebend the standing knee, float the top arm up. And then just pay attention to your head. Steer the head back. If you look through the middle of your body, you want to make sure you can see the back foot. That's it. It has a habit of drifting back, and that's often how you lose the balance because that back top leg is falling backwards, drifting back. But some of you are staying here. Some of you are going to kick the heel to the buttock, grab the foot. So you might need to draw the knee to the chest to get it. Good. Now rebend the standing knee. Now kick that foot up into the hand. Roll the shoulder. There's a back bend right here. Inhale. Exhale here. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. That's it. And think about side plank in your side waist. You're pressing down to lift up. Inhale, float the top arm up. Exhale, top hand down. Good. You're going to step your lifted leg straight back and walk the right foot over to the right. So your back left foot is pressing, the heel is down. Inhale, lift both hands to the hips. Grab your block inside or outside of the front foot. Inhale, rise. Twisting triangle pose. Bring your right thumb into the right hip and steer the right hip back. Inhale, float the left arm up. You're lifting, think of your fingertips, lifting your ribs off your waist. So you're creating space in the waist. Stand into the back foot. Inhale, hinge forward, halfway. Like imagine you're shaking my hand. Look down at your big toe, squeeze the right hip in, inhale here, and then exhale, left hand on the inside or the outside. The outside is more challenging. It's a deeper twist. So this is Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisting triangle. Lift the shoulder heads up like low cobra. Spin the ribs to the right. Squeeze that right hip in. Keep drawing that thumb into the right hip. Float the left arm up. 3 cycles of breath. So again, you're back to twisting and lengthening and strengthening the spine. Lift the crown of the head. Good. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Bring both hands down. Step the left foot back. 3-legged dog. Inhale, float the leg back. Vinyasa. 3-legged plank. Lower halfway down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. I'm just going to spin around. You stay where you are. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Left knee, left elbow. Exhale. Glide forward. Hold it here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over to the right. Pause and hold. Now kick the foot straight out. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, peel and lift the chest. Some of you are going to draw and you lift that foot off the floor. Some of you might even be able to catch the foot. Extending that leg forward. Think about side plank, pressing down to lift the bottom hip up. Release the foot, top arm up. Knee to chest, step it through, warrior two. Back heel down, windmill the right arm back. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Good, 5 cycles of breath. Notice if you've got this tendency to reach forward. Most of us do, but we actually want to activate the back leg, reach through the back hand, sink into the front hip. You really want to create space. You're pressing the left thigh down. 2 more cycles of breath. Roll the shoulders down, draw the belly in. Good. Reverse the warrior. Flip the palms. Back hand to the back thigh or wrap it to the opposite hip. Inhale up. Exhale, press and release the left thigh down. Lift up, look up. That's it. Soften the jaw, the tongue. 1 more cycle of breath. Keep the same shape. All you're going to do is straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Inhale, lift. And then lift yourself all the way up. Ujita Trikonasana. Hinge forward, hand down. I like to walk the back foot up just to shorten the stance. Arm up and over. Again, if you've got a block, the block on the outside of the front foot. Now, I always have used blocks in my practice. For 20 years, I feel, it's not the case of not needing them. It's about bringing the floor to the hand. So most of the time, so you can get the shoulders in line with the hips. Good. Inhale here. Some of you are floating that bottom hand up. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Should be feeling nice and warm. Real fire in the belly. That's it. Inhale, bottom hand down. Top arm up. Top hand on the top hip. Look down. Bend the front knee. You're back into warrior two. And now lift up Ardha Chandrasana. That's it. Rebend the standing knee. And then lift your top heel a little higher. Top arm up. And then there's that real spinning of the chest. I often bring my hands, grab the bottom ribs and spin them all the way around. That's it. Lift the head. You're pressing down through the grounded hand to lift up. Japasana, people, you know who you are. Kick the heel to the buttock. A lot of the time I need to bring my knee to the chest because my hips are tight. That's it. Now heel to the buttock. And now lift that foot up. Roll the top shoulder back. And there's your back bend in there. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. Good. 1 more cycle of breath. Good. And now extend the top leg straight. Both hands to the floor. Step your right foot back until the heel gets down. Walk the left foot over to the left. Parsvottanasana. Hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, rise. Bring your left thumb into the left hip crease. Inhale, float the right arm up. Remember, your fingers are creating space at the sideways. Activate, stepping into the back foot. Inhale, lift. Hinge forward. The hips are square here. Look down at your left big toe. And then exhale, forward fold. And find your twist. So we're twisting. Lift the shoulders and now twist the ribs to the left. Squeeze the left thumb into the left hip crease. Find cat pose in the upper back and then float that top arm up. Notice what's happening to the head. Try and steer the head back. You'll feel this alignment through the spine. A little whisper of a bend in your left knee. Inhale. And exhale here. 1 more cycle of breath. Good. And then release the hand down. Slide that right foot back. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. And exhale, twist. 3 cycles of breath. Wherever you are, squeeze the outer hips in. Press the crown of the head away from the back heel and lift the back ribs up. One more cycle of breath here. Both hands to the floor. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Three-legged plank. Roll over the toes. Up and back. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. If you need to take child's pose, this would be a really great time to go there. Just take a break if you need it. Honor your body, your practice. You really want to start listening to the breath. Walk the hands back towards the feet. So we've got our second round of Backbending. So inhale, high tippy toes. I like to come up onto my fingertips. Bend the knees and snuggle the knees into the armpits or round the upper arms. Spread the fingers. Now lift your sit bones all the way up. Find cat pose. Before you do, lift any feet off the floor. Lengthen through the neck. Kick one heel to the buttock. And there we go. Lift up. 3 cycles of breath wherever you are. With the option here to go up into tripod headstand. Slowly lowering the head to the floor. Inhale, lift, squeeze the elbows together. Take the knees, maybe you're going to stay here. You can always take this to the wall, roll the inner thighs, squeeze the inner elbows towards each other. Good. How's the breath? That's it. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. Maybe you're in child's pose at the moment. It's a really great idea. Good. Bend the knees into the chest. And then lower down back into Backbending. Inhale, lift. How'd you get on? Let's lift up and down dog. And take whatever foot through to the hands so you can still see your screen. Pasarita Padottanasana. So we're going to step the feet wide apart. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Have a look at your feet. Notice how the heels roll in. Pick them up, press them out. Elbows squeeze in towards each other. And you'll feel this lovely smile in your collarbones. Inhale, lift up, look up. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Drop the hands straight underneath the shoulders and shift the weight forward. You don't want to be sitting in the heels. Hips are in line with the heels. Press the right hand down, left arm up. And there's a nice twist right here. So the twists are wonderful. Spin the top palm back and reach for the opposite hip. They're really wonderful for detoxifying the body. Just squeezing and oxygenating the blood and your muscles. So 3 more cycles of breath. Roll the inner thighs back. Are you lifting the knees and the thighs? That's it. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand down. Spinal health, float the hand up, rotate the palm. Spinal health is so important, especially as we get older. You know, our spine is the thing that holds us up. And we really have to look after it and love and keep it healthy. Yoga is the perfect recipe for that, for sure. Inhale, top arm up, hand down. So we've got options. I'm going to go up into a tripod headstand. For those who are with me, are going to go with me. Others are going to, you can either grab your big toes with your peace fingers, lift up, forward fold. Some of you are just going to keep the hands at shoulder distance, squeeze the elbow head, and just stay here in the forward fold. So wherever you are, just honor that. And we're going to go for 3 to 5 cycles of breath. If you want to take child's pose, you can. That's it. Keep squeezing the elbows in if you're in tripod headstand. 4-finger thumb pressing into the mat. Lift the back ribs up. Roll the inner thighs. Press through the heels and the mounds of the toes. 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale, split the legs. And hinging at the hips. Good. Inhale, lift. Good. Walk the feet together. That's it. And then turn to the top of the mat. So we've got an option here. We're going to come in through another twist. I told you it was a twist and backbends class. We're just about to go into the backbends. But we're going to play with twisting Bakhasana. So, options. Let's come in from the twist, and then you can choose where you're going to go, whether you're going to come with me or whether you're going to stay in the twist. So, chair pose. Inhale, chair. That's it. Shift the weight into the heels. Lift the back ribs up, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the back ribs. We're going to twist to the right. So I'm going to turn towards you. A lot of you might stay here. Those who are coming with me, you're going to come high on the tippy toes and then lower the sit bones down towards the heels. There's step one. Maybe go step by step and see where you stop. Good. That's how we learn, right? Just keep saying yes until the body actually won't go any further. Both hands are facing directly out in front, but it's not straight ahead to the side. Think of down dog and the fingers. Spread the fingers. Rock forward. There's this little shelf on the back of your upper arm and the elbow. Lift the heels. Good. Now lift the chest. Puff the back ribs up. Good. Squeeze the inner ankles together. And when you're ready, drop the heels down. How did that go? Hopefully good. Or just stop where you need to. Let's come back into twisting chair. Good. Inhale, lift up. Shift the weight into the heels. Hands to heart. Inhale, lift the back ribs up. And now you're going to twist to the left. Some of you are going to stay there. I'm just going to step off my mat. That's it. And then lower, come high, tippy toes. Lower the heels to the buttock. Good. Hands to the floor. Actually, if I spin around this way, then you won't get my butt in your face. Hands to the floor. Inhale, rock forward. Maybe this is where you stay. I like to sometimes step the feet out to the side. Feels good. And then lift. Find that gripping in the fingertips. Keep lifting the chest by lifting the chin. Good. Squeeze the thighs together. And then lower down. Good. All the way back onto your mat. Let's flush it through with a vinyasa. Inhale. Lower halfway down. Roll over the toes. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Some of you are going to stay here in down dog. Some of you may already be there in child's pose. And some of you are going to come into a forearm plank. So just choose what feels good for your body. Is your body thanking you or are you punishing it? Because I don't want you to bring any pain into the body, just pleasure. That's it. But I really like to work the core. And we're going to move into dolphin pose. So we were there right at the beginning of class. So notice how it feels now. If you're in child's pose, come into forearm plank. Wherever you are, we're all moving in forearm plank. We're going to tiptoe the feet up towards the elbows. Drop the head. So there's no gripping in the neck, none whatsoever. Float the right leg straight back. Inhale, lift that left heel high. Keep pressing down through the elbows and the forearms. So exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now look down. Some of you might have a pinch of my Shavasana, but for most of us, we're just going to practice with this nice little hop and just a kick up. And then swap sides. Float the left leg straight back. Drop the head, look to the right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Good, now look straight down. And now little hop. Notice how much you're squeezing the hands together. And take a child's pose. Inhaling here. Forehead to the floor. Just breathing into the third eye. The forehead is touching the floor. You can rock the forehead side to side. Ribs are grazing your thighs. And inhale. You're just going to lift up. Good. Come up onto the into cat-cow. Actually, let's just take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, round. Good. Connecting movement to breath. Now, this is still core work. Exhale, round, stretching the belly. And exhale, round. Puppy dog pose. So this is a back bend. So the hips stay over the knees. And think of it like child's pose with your hips over the knees. So you're just going to keep walking the hands. Some of you might need to put a block on or a pillow underneath the forehead. Some of you might even be able to sink the chest all the way down. Maybe the chin, you're resting on the chin. Maybe you're resting on the forehead. Wherever you are, stay right here. 3 cycles of breath. There's the belly's lifting in. Outer hips are firming. And there's this real surrendering down into the chest. 1 more cycle of breath. And then walk the hands all the way back. Good. Going to drop the sit bones to the side. And lower all the way down. We're an hour in. How are you feeling? We've got 20 minutes. So this is a proper full 80-minute class. At Hot 8 where I teach. And even at Yoga Works, I'm teaching 60-minute classes. People don't have as much time, and I get that, but it really is nice to practice so you're able to open every area of the body. Take both legs up towards the ceiling. Hands behind the head. Elbows wide. Roll the inner thighs. Have a look at your legs. Squeeze the muscles to the bone. Good. Inhale with the head on the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Keep reaching up through the heels of the mound of the toes, flex the feet. Last one here. Exhale, lift. Now you're going to reach your left hand to your right foot, lower the left leg down. And then we're going to switch. If you need to bend the knees here, this could turn into a yogi cycle. But again, there's this twist. So we're reaching. That's it. Straight legs is more challenging. Bent legs is still good. So off we go. Keep going, reaching up. How's the breath? 1 breath per movement. You're pressing down through that grounded elbow to lift up. Let's do 10 more each side. That's 2. And that's 5. Halfway there. 3 more to go. You're doing really well. Don't worry if you've had to stop. Last one, each side. Good. And then lower both feet on the floor. Lower the head down. Inhale, lift the arms up and over the head and just extend the legs straight. Full body stretch. Inhale here. And open the mouth, exhale. We're going to roll all the way onto our belly. That's it. You thought we'd finish the core, but we've got a little bit more. We're going to come back into where we started right at the beginning of class. So Sphinx pose. Bring the big toes together. Point the toes, lift the knees. And now lift the chest. And now we're going to lift the hips off the floor. Inhale, lift. Try and keep the thighs off the ground. Exhale, lower. Hang on. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You're always squeezing the air out of the belly. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. And then lower all the way to the floor. Sphinx pose. This is like one of my favorite poses lately. The favorite poses change all the time. Energetically, you're dragging the elbows back towards your hips and then lift the chest up. So now we're moving into the back bends. Press down through the forefinger thumb. You can stay right here. Otherwise, you're going to lift the forearms up. This is working into seal pose. Walk the hands back towards your hips. Inhale, lift. Some of you are going to stay right here, and quite rightly so. This is a lot. Others are going to bend the knees. Good. And now start to draw the head back towards the feet. My daughter can touch her head to the feet. And she's 10 years old, but it looks so good. I'm not sure I'll ever get there, but the goal is to one day get there. Inhale here. Exhale here. Close the eyes and notice how the pose feels from the inside out instead of worrying what it looks like from the outside in. And lower all the way down. Good. That's deep into your upper back and lower back. Good. Bring the hands on top of each other. Create a pillow for your forehead. Bend your knees. Feet are flexed. Walk your knees together. Now press your pubis bone and your hips down. If you come to my classes here in LA, I've been playing with this quite a lot for the last few months. And now we're going to press the pubis bone and the hips down and then lift the thighs and the knees off the floor. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So this is strengthening your lower back and firing up your gluteus maximus. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Reach back, Dhanurasana. Grab back for the ankles. That's it. Walk the knees together. Now it's the same action. Lower the forehead to the floor. Inhale, lift the knees and the thighs. Good. And then peel the chest up. 3 cycles of breath here. Dissolve any wrinkles in the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale here. Keep kicking the heels back. That's it. 1 more cycle of breath. And exhale, lower all the way down. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Going to keep the right leg bent and extend the left leg straight. So, half Salambhasana, half Dhanurasana. Reach the left arm forward like you want to shake my hand. And then reach the right hand back and grab the ankle or the foot. Walk the knees back together. Point through your left toes so much that the foot lifts off the floor. Lift the left hand off the floor. And now kick the hand into the foot. Lift up. 3 cycles of breath here. That's it. Pressing down through the pubis bone, the hips, soften the wrinkles in the neck. Inhaling here. Exhale, lower. Other side. Reach the right arm forward, bend the left knee. Grab the ankle, forehead to the floor. Point through the right toe. Lift the right hand, and then kick and lift up. 3 cycles of breath. Notice the resistance in the body and the mind. Often, the tension is in the mind, and it's what we're telling ourselves more than what the body is actually experiencing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. We're going to roll all the way onto our back. Ready for our peak pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're going to set it up with a bridge pose first. So, robot arms. Walk the feet back towards your buttocks and then just see if you can graze the back of the heels with your fingertips. Look straight up. Spread, you keep your hands where they are. Make sure your arms are grazing the sides of your body. Connect to the breath. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift up, stay up. Good. Roll the shoulders under. Inhale, lift up. Lift the hips. Squeeze the outer knees together. And then just focus around your neck. We want to keep the natural arch in the back of the neck. And often that'll mean slightly lifting the chin away from the chest. Good. Pressing down to lift up. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Peak pose. Here she is. Inhale, top, both arms up. And I like just to circle the wrists, the hands. Activate the fingertips. Shake the hands out. Good. Flex the hands like handstand. And then bend the elbows, fingers facing in towards the shoulders. Good. Squeeze the elbows into your eye line And then your front ribs, press them down into the mat. And then you'll feel your pelvis simultaneously tilt. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale the breath out here. Inhale, come to the crown of the head. Some of you might come all the way up here. I like to reset the hands, squeeze the elbows in. 3 to 5 cycles of breath. If you're looking for a little bit more height, maybe you come up on the tiptoes, squeeze the outer knees in and releasing the buttocks towards the back of the knees. Good. One more cycle of breath, looking down at the thumbs, chin to chest. Lower down onto the backs of the shoulders. Full body stretch, arms over the head. Inhale here and exhale here. Have you got one more in you? Let's go. Don't think about it too much. That's kind of my rule of thumb. You know, if you need child's pose or of a resting pose, you can stay right here. But with these back bends, they bring a lot of buoyancy to the body. And often it feels like you can't do it, but you can. So just see how far you can go. Lift the hips. Exhale here. Crown of the head. Reset the hands. Lifting all the way up. Good. Stay here, maybe lift. That's it. Wherever you are. Drop the head, look down to the thumbs. Inhale, chin to chest. And then lower yourself all the way down. And what do we do to neutralize the spine after the twist? You've got it. We take it, after the back bends, we take a twist. Cross the right knee over the left. Shuffle the hips over to the right. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, knees to the left. And now snuggle those knees all the way up to your left elbow, and if it feels good, you're going to look back to the right. Spread your fingers and press down through the knuckles. Keep the arms lovely and activated. Squeeze the outer hips in. Just stay right here. Your right ribs are spinning back to the right to open up the chest. I don't know if you notice through the practice, but it's hard to breathe in the twist because your diaphragm is twisted. And you're twisting all your major organs. But when they twist, you squeeze all the blood out of the organs. And then when you release, they open up and they absorb all the blood and the oxygen. And they call it the squeeze and soak effect. Inhale, lift the knees to the chest. Exhale. Here, keep the, unravel the legs, happy baby. Heels over the knees. Lift your heels up towards the ceiling, and then you're trying to press the heels away. So ideally, the whole back body lowers and compresses to the floor. So you're really connecting and breathing through the whole back body, finding that connection to Mother Earth. Happy Earth Day, by the way. 2 more cycles of breath here. And when you're ready, feet to the floor, crossing the left leg over the right, arms wide, shuffle the hips over to the left. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, drop the knees all the way back to the right, and then snuggle the knees up to the elbow, or you're up towards the armpit, and then look to the left. Just observe if your neck feels like there's tension and it doesn't feel good looking to the left, just look straight up. So the back of the neck is neutral. You never want any electrical pain in the body during yoga or ever, quite frankly. So pain is an indication that the body doesn't like it, doesn't like what you're doing, and you should come out of the pose and change it. That's the body's way of talking to you. And I really do believe that your body holds all the answers to everything. We just need to listen and learn. You know, if you're very alpha and, you know, highly motivated, often we're driving and pushing ourselves, sometimes to an unhealthy extent. Inhale, come back to center. Unravel the legs, coming through happy baby, but grab the big toes. And then maybe you're going to open those legs up into V shape. That's it. And maybe a nice little rock side to side here. Feel really good. And just rolling those inner thighs away from the chest. And stretching the lower back. Good. And now draw the inner knees and the ankles and rock forwards and backwards. That's it. Massaging the spine once again, lubricating. That's it. I'm going to sit all the way up. We're nearly home, people. You've been amazing today. So really honor yourself and your practice. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, forward, fold, and bow. You're stretching your lower back. If you've got tight hamstrings, just bend the knees, snuggle the ribs onto the thighs, bow the chin to the chest. And then just over time, you're just sliding those heels forward. That's it. And the only thing from stopping you from straightening those legs is a tight hamstring. So send some love to the hamstrings. Energetically, you're pressing the crown of the head towards your big toe. Roll the inner thighs down and then press the heels down. Take a deep breath in, breathing into the back body. Think of the back of your heart, the back ribs, your back waist, your kidneys, and just send some love and light to the back body. Both hands underneath your right knee. Inhale, bend the knee, and then cross your right knee over the left. Some of you are going to keep the left leg straight, Marichyasana. Others, you're going to swing that leg back. Our final twist for the practice. You'll be happy to know. Right hand behind the right sit bone. And just notice that right shoulder has a tendency to roll in. You can just help it by rolling it back and then lean into that back hand. Left arm floats straight up. Inhale. Exhale, round. Bending that elbow into the middle of your right thigh. And now peel the chest up. Inhale. Imagine a piece of string lifting your spine, lifting all the way up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. And then exhale, rotate. 3 cycles of breath here. And again, you're just neutralizing, strengthening, and lengthening your beautiful spine. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Both legs out. Final poses. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. And obviously, if there's any poses that you want to take and you want to practice for another 10 minutes or whatever it is, then please feel free to do so. Your body is fully prepped. You might want to go off and practice some handstands after this. Both hands underneath the left knee. And now slide that left foot over. Maybe keep the leg straight. Maybe bend it back. Maybe some of you have got a full bind in the twist. Left hand behind. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, rotate. I'm actually going to turn to show you what the bind looks like, just in case you were wondering. Oops, other leg. So left hand down. And then we snuggle and reach the hand through. Inhale, reach. And then bind here. Inhale, lift. If I imagine that piece of string, they call it the plumb line. The plumb line comes from the pubis bone all the way up the back spine through to the crown of the head. We're always lengthening and strengthening that beautiful spine. 1 more cycle of breath wherever you are. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Now for the most important pose of all, Shavasana. So you can put your legs up the wall. If you've got a pillow, you can put it underneath your knees. If you have a sensitive lower back, keep the knees bent and let the knees drop in towards each other. Otherwise, palms are facing up. So you're in a position of receiving, but there's this nice little gentle rolling of the shoulder blades in towards each other. So there's a subtle lift in the chest. Even here, there's a slight, like very subtle back bend and the lift in the chest. And then you're just going to extend the legs to straight if that feels good in your body. And take a deep breath into the top. And a big sigh out. Let go of the breath. And when we do that, we let go of the practice and return to normal, shallow breathing. No expectations to the outcome because we're here. Let go of any attachments to any of the poses. Just know that the practice really is a lifetime practice. Take a moment to admire your efforts and all the energy that you cultivated in today's practice. This is where it resonates in your beautiful body. You create that yoga glow. If you want to stay in Shavasana, please just honor that and stay right where you are. For those who are coming up, just lift the arms up and over the head and connect back to the breath. Put the thumbs together one last time. Roll the inner thighs down and take a deep breath into the body. And lion's breath, side out, stick out the tongue. Change the hook of the thumbs. Inhale, one more deep breath in. Empty the lungs, exhale. Knees to chest. Snuggle the forearms around the shins. Maybe lift the forehead to the knees. Find that compression. Inhale. And then exhale, roll over to the right. Pressing down, inhale, lift all the way up. Good, and receive the practice. Bringing hands at heart center, bowing chin to chest. And just take a moment to honor yourself and each other for showing up this afternoon. I'm so grateful that you did. You really are keeping me accountable and pressing and pushing me to try new things. Thank your beautiful body for doing all the work, really keeping you healthy through these scary times. And I thank you for sharing this platform and sharing your practice with me. It really is an honor and a privilege. Take a prayer to third eye. You're amazing. Humbly bow. Namaste. Well, I hope you enjoyed the practice. Thank you so much for showing up. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Not tomorrow. I'm not teaching tomorrow. I'm teaching on YogaWorks 10:30 on their yogaworks.com website. Otherwise, I'll be back here on Friday at 10:30. If you have any requests, then please let me know. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening or rest of your day, wherever you are. Thanks, Paulina. Good to see you. I need my glasses. Hernan, Paulina, thanks. You are amazing. Thank you all.